Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Blacktop here. Today I'm bringing you a video about two new announcements today regarding future product. So let's just hop right into it. I'm sorry if there's background noise, by the way. I'm recording in a different room tonight because I can't record in my regular one. So I apologize for that in advance. Anyway, I'm going to try to make this pretty quick because it's late where I am. So anyway, the F.A. cards from Flames of Destruction were revealed today. There was a poll on some Facebook page. I don't remember which one. Maybe Konami's Facebook page, TCG Facebook page. I have no idea. But the poll was if they got to 6,000 votes, they'd reveal both this card right here and this one, which is now Dark Dragster, as we know. And if they got to 12,000 votes, they reveal all 5 cards from Flames of Destruction that are F.A. cards. So let's get into that. First off, which is one of the two that were going to be revealed if they got to 6,000, F.A. Dark Dragster, kind of reminiscent of either Dark Eclipser or Dark Destroyer from the Cosmo archetype. It is a level 7 Dark monster with 0 attack and 2,000 defense, machine in effect, and it reads, cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned from your hand by having a level 7 or higher F.A. monster on the field, but no F.A. Dark Dragster in your monster zone. So right away you can see it's going to be a decently easy monster to summon, especially in mid to late game. I don't really know how F.A.s function, so probably a lot of what I say is going to be incorrect. So if you're an F.A. player, please just take whatever I say with a grain of salt, and because you probably know more than me. But anyway, so where was I? Gains attack equal to its level times 300, so it's coming out with 2100 attack right off the bat. Each time an F.A. spell or trap card is activated or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. Once per turn, you can target one card on the field, reduce this card's level by 3, and if you do, destroy that target. So this is a pretty good effect right here. A lot of people that I've seen were complaining a little bit about this, saying that, well, it shouldn't be once per turn, or if it is once per turn, it should be like a quick effect. And to that I have to say, well, look, they can't make this archetype too broken. Okay, I mean, I know it's not really broken as it is, or all that powerful, but you know, not all archetypes are created equal, and not all cards within archetypes are created equal. So people have to realize that. But ultimately, pretty decent card. It sounds like. I don't play F.A.s, but sounds pretty decent. Next one, kind of reminiscent of Dark Dragster is F.A. Dawn Dragster. It's a light level 7 machine, synchro in effect, 0 attack, 2,000 defense. Level 7. Its materials are 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters, and its effect is similar to Dark Destroyer for the first part. So it gains attack equal to its level times 300. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing, which I think that's different than this one. Yep. So of course its summoning conditions are different, but its attack gain is the same, and this one inflicts piercing. And then this one says each time an F.A. spell or trap card or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. So that's the same as this right here. In Dark Dragster, and then once per turn, this is the effect that's different. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card or effect, quick effect, so it's quick effect here, you can reduce this card's level by 2, excuse me, and if you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, destroy that card. So that's pretty good right there. You get to negate, and it's probably going to be coming out with a decently high level, especially with all the level modulation that F.A. field spells and F.A. other cards can do. So this is a pretty decent card. Of course, its effect is a once per turn, but it's quick effect, and it's a little bit better, of course, than Dark Dragster. But Dark Dragster is a relatively easy to summon monster, so that makes sense. You of course have to put more resources into making Dawn Dragster. That's why it's going to be a little bit better. Anyway, for the continuous spell, F.A. winners, this one's a little interesting. It actually provides an alternate win condition to the game. But anyway, continuous spell. If you control an F.A. monster, this card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So right away, it's got built-in protection. Essentially, you're probably going to have an F.A. monster out all the time. Most likely, when your F.A. monster, whose level is at least 5 or higher than its original level, battles an opponent's monster and inflicts battle damage to them, banish 1 card from your hand, field, or graveyard. Now this was kind of interesting to me. It's not an optional effect. It's a mandatory effect. So you might be banishing this card, or you might be banishing another card you control. Who knows? But the goal is, as you'll see by the next effect, to banish field spells. So anyway, you can only activate this effect of F.A. winners once per turn. If three of your F.A. field spells, so different names, are currently banished, and were all banished by the effect of F.A. winners, you win the duel. So pretty interesting card. I don't know how many F.A. decks will run a lot of this. It's pretty gimmicky, to say the least. So I don't know how useful it'll be. But that's that. F.A. winners there. F.A. Dead Heat. And this card and the next card are both kind of weird. for F.A.s, because F.A.s focus on level modulation, and I guess they both sort of do focus on that a little bit, but this is just kind of weird. I'll have to read it to you. It's a continuous trap card, so F.A. Dead Heat. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon one F.A. monster from your deck. You can only use this effect of F.A. Dead Heat once per turn. Once per battle, if your F.A. monster battles an opponent's monster, before damage calculation, you can have both players roll a 6-sided die. If your result is higher, increase the level of your battling monster by 4 until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. If your result is lower, destroy your battling monster. If it's a tie, both players roll again. To me, it seems like too much of a gamble. I don't know. It seems like too much of a gamble. I don't know why they would play this card. Because it's like one of those like medium risk, medium return sort of things. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But it's just a weird card, it seems to me. And the last one here is the normal trap, F.A. Overheat. It says if only your opponent controls a monster, special summon one F.A. monster from your hand, and if you do, increase its level by 3 until the end of the turn. So right away we can see it's pretty much a free F.A. monster. The only drawback is it is a trap card, so you have to have it set first. Excuse me. If this card is in the graveyard, and you control no cards in your field zone, you can banish this card from the graveyard, activate one F.A. field spell directly from your hand or graveyard. You can only use this effect of F.A. Overheat once per turn. So basically, if you want to like stun your opponent, I guess you could use this during your opponent's turn. But it's an interesting card. I think this is definitely better than Dead Heat and quite possibly better than F.A. winners. So I imagine F.A. players will be playing. You'll see them playing this more than the other two. But that's the F.A. cards. It's pretty exciting that the polls got to over 12,000 and they revealed both of them. I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, if you're an F.A. player, just be looking out for these cards and be testing them in your decks. I think they're already out on like some of the YGO Pros and quite possibly even on Dueling Book. But anyway, those are the F.A. cards. The next thing I want to look at is the Megatins. These were announced 2018 Megatins, and so they're going to be Jaden with this Elemental Hero Neos Fusion monster here, and you got Yusei Food over here with this. I don't think that's Stardust. It's probably not a Stardust monster. It doesn't look quite like one, but anyway. So 2018 Megatins announced. We have a new hero and a new Synchro monster. 2018 Megatins bring the heat this summer with some of the past year's most popular cards and brand new cards designed specifically for these tins. Each tin includes 3 16-card Mega Packs containing cards from Maximum Crisis, Code of the Duelist, Circuit Break, and Extreme Force. Anyway, this is really good actually. Now of course we could have guessed this previously. I mean, the Megatins, the format, how they usually work, it's basically like the last 3 sets from the previous year plus the first set of the year the Megatin comes out. So like in 2017, it was It was Raging Tempest, Invasion, Vengeance, The Dark Illusion, and Shining Victories, I believe. Yeah. And so it's good, and so those are pretty easy to guess. The Mega Packs, of course, come with 1 card of each foil rarity plus a rare and 12 commons. This is, I mean, just think of the cards you can get from this. You can get Ash Blossom, Saryuja Skull Dread, what's the ones? Evenly Matched, Electromite, and all the Link Vrains pack, or some of the Link Vrains pack cards. You can even get your Scrambled Eggs if you want to. Borlo Dragon, the Mech Knights. What else? There's a whole bunch of good stuff, honestly. And plus, oh, the one thing that I was going to point out, I almost forgot. The True Draco, True King stuff, or True Draco, yeah. That's all coming out. It's getting reprinted. And it should be really easy to get. And I imagine before the time this thing comes out, they're going to be hit on the ban list. Probably a diagram will be hit. But that's for another time. So they won't be as expensive. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff there. I will say, though, I don't know if Ash Blossom will be getting a reprint in the Megatins, because the thing is, they did this with, not Part of Desires here, Sage of the Eyes of Blue. It was in Shining Victories, and it wasn't in the Megatins last year, because it was already in Battles of Legends, Light's Revenge, and since Ash Blossom and Joy Spring was reprinted in Legendary Collection Kaiba, it seems kind of unlikely that it'll be reprinted in the Megatins, so it'll still probably be a a $40, $50 card. I don't know what it's sitting at right now, but somewhere up there. Now they always could put it as a promo for the tins, but I find that kind of unlikely as well. We'll just have to see. But anyway, as far as the promos go, speaking of which, Jaden is going to have a new Elemental Hero Contact Fusion that will refill your hand, negate a card's effect until the end of the turn, and banish everything on the field. And then a special spell card to help support this new Elemental Hero will be included in an upcoming product. I don't know whether that's going to be before or after the Megaton comes out. Probably before, if I had to guess, but I don't know. Anyway, excuse me. For Yusei, who makes the most of every card in his deck, look for a new Synchro monster that fills your field with tuner monsters. That sounds pretty good. I don't know. I mean, they both look pretty cool. This one you can kind of like get the vibe of Grand Mole and Dark Panther or whatever that one is, and then something else going on here. I don't know, but they both look really freaking cool. I mean, you can't down them on that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what these cards are going to be. If I had to guess in these Megatons, there's going to be a couple of OCG imports, of course, like there were in the 2017 Megatons. Yeah. Or at least I would guess, and there's probably going to be either there's going to be like definitely one new card, and probably one card from the previous sets, like they did with Pot of Desires. That's what I was looking at. Pot of Desires was reprinted as a promo in the Megatons and in the Dark Illusion originally. And since Dark Illusion was going to be in the Megatons last year, they didn't include it in the actual set. They just put it as a promo. So they might do that with one of the cards from from Maximum Crisis, Code of the Duelist, Circuit Break, or Extreme Force. If they did do that, Ash Blossom would be a really good candidate for that. But if not, I would say maybe Evenly Matched would be a good candidate for that, and that would be really freaking cool. But we'll just have to see. So those are the Megatons. I'm really glad, and maybe you are too. But I'm really glad that they are finally going away from the Yugi and Kaiba dichotomy. I know that was the Megatons for 2016 and 2017 were both Yugi and Kaiba themed, and I was getting a little tired of that. So thankfully we have a refresh here, and boy do they look nice. But anyway, that's all the Yu-Gi-Oh product that was revealed today. If you liked the video and enjoyed it, please just leave a like and maybe even a subscribe if you really enjoyed the video. Check out some of the other videos on my channel. I'm trying to upload more regularly. This is hopefully a start in the or a step in the right direction. But anyway, thank you for watching. This is Blacktop signing off.